Welcome to the Tone Jerks podcast. I'm your host, Brian Gower, and with me today we got...
Yeah, I was Kyle McIntyre. What's up? Howdy.
I like it.
Ma'am.
Kyle's
Ma'am.
got...
Sir.
If you're not watching the video, just do yourself a favor. If you have the black hat, that means you're the bad guy, right?
Yeah, I guess. I'm the
villain.
outlaw.
Yeah, the villain.
Yeah, so I'm wearing a cowboy hat, felt.
Yeah.
It's the wrong time of year for it, from what I hear. If you wear a felt hat in summer, you're an idiot.
Or bubblegummer.
You're a freaking poser, basically.
Yeah, but don't they know you...
It's a hot hat to wear.
Uh-huh. Like, I'm a natural-born Texan.
Yeah.
They call me Tex.
They call me Tex. You're like, who? Who does that?
You're just like, oh, I didn't think anyone was gonna
call me out
any
on it.
pushback at all. What?
Yeah, I do need to get a
what's the summer?
Yeah,
what's a summer hat?
it's like a straw hat.
Really?
It's like it's not like a straw hat you'd have. It's kind of, it's hard to describe. It's like pressed. It's like, it almost looks like iron. An iron was taken to it and pressed the hat out because it's like super smooth and I've looked at them before and I was like, those ones don't look as cool as these ones, you know?
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
I didn't know that was summer look. I have a fedora I'm gonna brush up, dust off, and that'll be my summer hat.
Oh,
Jason Mraz style.
Is that what Jason Mraz wears?
Yeah, he wears those fedoras or whatever.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah,
talked about
there's
it.
so many different like style hats, like shapes.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've talked about it before, but I want to get like a custom made one.
Well, yeah, I was like, I wanted to get one last time I was in Texas, but I just pussied out. I should get one next time, but gotta make sure to get the right one.
Once I find out more, I can walk you through, the process. I mean, this one was like a $60 hat, so it wasn't super expensive.
Yeah, where'd you get it from? Why did you get it? Was it just because?
I don't know. I was like,
why
I just
not?
want to be fucking cool. Like, come on. It was like a rainy day. I was like, well, I was down in Austin area, and I was driving past Cavender's, which is a big. It's a big store. It's like a big box store. It's like Boot Barn basically, but Texas style.
Yeah, Texas style. Is that made in Texas or is it?
Oh, I don't think this one is
imported.
Let's see.
Made in China,
probably. It is imported, but it's also from another country where they wear Mexican hats. Texican hats. They wear Mexican hats.
There you go.
No, cowboy hats.
Yeah,
they call them caballero hats, though.
Yeah, your caca kickers.
No, it's from it's the brand's called Twisted for this one. I just got like a cheap one.
Keep it twisted.
Longhorns, big hook 'em horns. Whatever they do, fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like when you're looking for hats, because I'm like, oh, eventually this one is gonna go out. It's like a Brixton. I don't remember where it's made.
Go out? You mean go out of style?
No, it's already been there. Already out of style. But once
that
it
thing's been out of style longer than it's been in style. By the way.
Yeah. I mean I haven't washed it yet. I don't think, but it'll eventually turn like brown. I remember I had my like old one that I wore, and it was black, and then like just washing it, and then being in the sun over time, it was like brown, or like starting to get faded. I remember your brother was like, "That's a cool hat," da, da, da. And I'm like, "Well, it was originally black. You just have to wear it until it get there. It gets to this color." And I remember you saying like, "He's never gonna wear it that long. He's never gonna stick to wearing a hat that long to get it there.
He's not gonna commit to the bit as long as you did."
The patina. Yeah, and I was like looking. I'm like, well, I want to get a new one. I'm like, well, and then so I'm like, well, I should get it like a U.S. made company. And it's so hard to find hats, like, because a lot of companies, it's like, oh, is this made in U.S.? Is this made whatever? And they're American company. This is where we're based out of. Where do you make them? Where do you make them? You scroll, I'm like, where is it? Where is it made? What? You want to know that? What? No. Look, we're out of Boston. No, but where do you make your hats? Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, well, to be fair, it's expensive to make stuff in the U.S. and it's really difficult. There's a video I watched recently on YouTube from Smarter Every Day.
Yeah.
It's a guy who he usually does like science projects or like I'm making a baseball bat or that will hit a ball really far. Like, so they put they make a whole thing, or we're shooting a baseball as fast as we can, faster than the speed of sound. So they make do science projects like that.
Yeah.
But recently he's like, I'm going to try and make this grill brush, my idea, all out of US made parts. And it's an adventure. It's a very difficult thing because we don't make anything anymore.
Yeah.
We don't do injection mold plastic pieces anymore. And so, or what we do is we go, hey, we send off the file that we want to make, and then someone in another country goes, oh, okay, they make that, but basically once you send it off, you don't own that anymore. So your patented thing that you patented here doesn't mean anything in another country. They keep that, and they, and a lot of people found out that they sell that to someone else who makes it, and then they sell it on Amazon, undercut you in price.
Yeah.
So the product that you created, that you invented, pops up on Amazon. And so you're fighting your own product now.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
Anyways, not to get into that part of it in the weeds, but he goes through the whole process of, trying to source every single part from the U.S. And I think there's 2 parts he couldn't. One part came from Costa Rica. And he's like, okay, that he thought was U.S. made, but when he got the boxes, they said Costa Rica. He's like, oh, fuck. Okay. And then he couldn't verify that I think the string that was on the handle of he's like, we've looked and looked. We don't know who made this lanyard to go on the end of this grill scrubber. And the grill scrubber is a safe version of people ingest, the little wire things every year. The little thing,
Yeah.
And so his thing is if I could eliminate that and make something that's also made in the U.S., I'd be doing 2 birds with 1 stone. So no, you wouldn't be getting harmed by this little metal
shard
piece that people have gotten ingested all the way into their stomach and had to have it surgically removed.
Fuck.
Yeah. And so he's like, it's kind of a cool idea, and he's like, he's made the thing, and we'll link it in the bio. No, we'll link in the comments.
Yeah.
But it's kind of an interesting thing, and it's for sale now. I'm like, that's kind of a cool thing where he thought of it, created it, and wanted everything made here, and just the process. The video is really interesting.
Yeah.
Just to see, one of the guys that was showing him all this stuff of how they make the injection molding, the plastic, he's passed away since then. He's like, I can't even imagine. This guy was talking about things I've never heard of, and I'm a freaking scientist, He's like, the processes that they use to make these things. He's like, this guy has passed away. He's like, I can't even imagine what we lost in that, the amount of information we lost in him, just by him passing. Because there's no one left who makes these things. And so, it's kind of interesting thought, but whatever.
Got to get one of those grill brushes.
Yeah, I think I might.
Yeah, that's if I clean my grill, which I don't.
I don't. Yeah,
that's how you get the bacon.
You're getting that fucking seasoned. That's a well-seasoned grill. There's a whole hamburger still on it from last month.
You're cooking your hamburger on a hamburger. Just that's good.
You're cooking your hamburger on a hamburger.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's how much meat is still on there. You're like, fuck, is this good?
It's a good buffer.
It's just there's barbecue sauce already on the grill from 2 years ago.
It's an expensive grill, by the way.
Your grill? Or your grill?
No, sorry. The scrubber. I just looked it up right now. I didn't know how much it was.
So 200.
But it is expensive. Made of stainless, made of all these parts that, it has a chainmail as the scrubber part instead of anything.
Hell yeah.
It looks like they already sold out too. But anyways, you can pre-order it. Mm-hmm. It's just an interesting concept, and I understand why they don't make anything, because it was it was kind of at a certain point, it was companies were, I don't know, pressured or what's the it was incentivized to like, oh, move your shit overseas. You know?
Well, it's just cheaper
It's gonna
to make.
be easier.
So, it's like, companies care
You're
about
gonna save so much money.
making a profit. So
Yeah.
But anyways, so dear listener, not to, we want to pull the curtain
Bore
back.
you to death, Christ almighty.
Pull the curtain back. This might be a little bit more interesting than some grill brush.
Okay,
You never mentioned
it
the
doesn't
name.
matter what the
Never
product
mentioned
is.
the
you
name
know?
of the guy. You never plugged anything. You just told a story. It's like
I said it was destined from Smarter Every Day.
oh, that's what it's from. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he made a grill brush. You could literally plug those things in.
Yeah,
That's what I did and found the
Find it on
page.
YouTube. But
Jesus, trying to
yeah.
light me up over here.
Well, this is another throwing you under the bus. Throwing me under the bus too. So we were recording Patreon. Usually we do a double header last night, but ended up just
Double
recording
header.
late.
That sounds pretty good, actually.
Yeah, double end. Oh, there we go. So and then we were recording, and then it's like, oh, we did the Patreon, and we're like, I'll do the main tomorrow. And it's like funny that both you and I we are wearing the same clothes. It's like there was no continuity. Like nobody knew that we recorded.
Yeah, we didn't actually
don't,
film video.
We don't do video for Patreon. Maybe I don't know. Like, but
Because I put the hat on yesterday and pretty much wore it the whole Patreon episode.
yeah,
And then I'm like, the last couple minutes I took it off. I'm like, I'm too tired,
it's hot.
boss.
It's hot as hell.
I'm too tired.
And then me, I'm wearing the same shirt. It's a plain shirt, so I can fit into it now.
Yeah. I'm
So-
wearing my Cletus McFarlane shirt.
Yeah. And then we were just talking about like, oh yeah. And then I'm like, I didn't even shower since yesterday. I was off today and I went to the gym and I'm like, I still haven't showered.
I showered just before the podcast, so you know.
Yeah. And that was
I got a shower just after then now.
I was gonna like, well, yeah. So, are you a shower at night kind of guy, or do you do mornings?
If I fucking stank, yeah.
Okay.
I'm more of a morning guy because it helps me wake up. You know.
Okay. Do you do cold showers? Have we've done?
I usually wake up, grab a brush, and put on a little makeup.
Yeah.
You know.
Because it's what you want to do.
Why'd you leave the keys on the table?
'Cause I wanted to.
It's funny because I know you hate that band.
Not
damn it.
really.
You wanted to. Why'd you grab a brush and put on makeup? You wanted to.
Yeah. Well, people love that band. I don't get it.
Yeah, there are some songs I do enjoy, and I do think they're very strange sounding, and it's like what we needed in the 2000s.
Yeah.
You know? So, but we don't need it anymore. So
I'm over it.
We can move on.
Yeah. But yeah, I've tried taking a shower. I'm more of a shower in the morning kind of guy.
Yeah.
And then I've talked about like I want to get back into it. I want to try it again. It's like like cold showers in the morning. That's tough. But I heard hot showers hot showers at night are supposed to help you sleep. Cuz taking a hot shower is supposed to like have your body like help
Loosey goosey.
help it go to bed, or help because your body will something. This is just I heard this from a YouTube video. So I take it. I was like, that's fact. Thanks,
They
YouTuber.
took the time and put it on television for me.
It's on TV. I'm like, no, it's YouTube. TV. It's on. It's on a TV. Whereas like your body is hotter, so like your body's like, oh, we got to cool it down. So let's cool this body down, and then you're ready for bed. Because you're usually supposed to be cooler at night. This is the ideal sleeping situation. And then taking a cold shower in the morning wakes you up. So I'm like,
Yeah.
like. I tried doing a double shower, so shower at night and in the morning. I'm like, this feels like a waste of fucking. I can't do this.
Because I'm always wet.
Yeah, I'm just like gross is my natural state.
Yeah,
Just
for me,
smelling like shit.
I like to take them in the morning. I mean, yeah, like I said, if I'm really stanky,
Mhm.
but I don't do the doubles. I'm not doing double duty, dude.
Yeah, I did that once and it felt egregious. Like this is like this is
Well, yeah, you're the reason why California's in a water crisis, dude.
yeah. Taking 2 showers. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Who the hell do you think you are?
Luxury.
Yeah. And then even like today, I'm like, oh well, I'm gonna go to the gym, so I'm not gonna take a shower and go to the gym. Sorry, everybody else.
Yeah. Just sitting.
Fuck you.
Just nasty ass sitting on those seats.
Yeah.
Your bicycle. Just leave a shit stain on there. Sorry. Oh,
just
well.
crap. Just leave crap on it.
He's a nasty ass. You're like, oops. Sorry, everybody. But I'm doing me right now.
I'm working out here. Yeah. So today was chest and tries day. And then I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
Does that mean you try
yeah.
and work your chest and you're like, oh.
Yeah. I'm like,
oh no.
Just my noodle arms.
Your pipe cleaners.
Well, yeah. And then,
oh my gosh.
And then, yeah. So I'm like, oh, it didn't feel too bad. And then I'm like, I think I was like moving something and then I couldn't pick it up. I'm like, ah! I'm like, oh, I'll be sore tomorrow. I'm like, didn't realize. I'm like, yeah. Oh no, I'm worthless now. I was picking something from under my bed, and then I'm like, I barely like hold myself up. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, oh shit. Just getting back into the gym again. I'm like, holy shit, man, you definitely lose it if you don't use it. But anyway,
I went to a gun show with a coworker of mine.
All right.
And I'm not trying to light them up, so I'm not gonna give out their name. But we're walking around. They have, there's these guys that have like one of those grip strength things.
Okay, yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, you guys want to try it? See how much you can do?"
Mm-hmm.
We're like, all right, because basically they're selling a safe that you have to use like a lot of grip strength to open it, so a child can't do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless that kid's like freaking strong,
Yeah.
So he goes for it, and he does like, all right, I'm not gonna, he does like 90 some pounds.
That's a lot,
90,
right? Or no?
Yeah, on the thing. No, it's whatever. Yeah. And the guys behind the counter like, okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Their thing requires 100 pounds to open.
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah.
Were you able to do it?
Yeah, I did 136 pounds on the thing.
Hell yeah. You got good grip.
I got to represent. So I did it, I'm like, oh, yeah. Let me see that thing. And I'm like, I just get like a...
You give it hell. You're like, I got to show.
I gave it as much as I could, by the way. I'm like, yeah, all right. So
you're just gassed after that. You're like, I got to sit down.
Someone give me a Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
Which, by the way, I haven't had one in a fucking long time.
Yeah.
I should have kept track.
Yeah. Like, but you've had the diet Dr. Pepper, right?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, but regular Dr. Pepper, that's the sugar one.
Yeah, I haven't had that. Or any sugary sodas or whatever.
Mm. Yeah, that's good. Like, should have kept track on it. Like, one of those like.
Just so I can walk around and go, I'm like 12 months sober.
From Dr. Pepper. Get one of those sober apps.
Yeah.
Part of the community. Dr. Pepper community.
I'm part one of you guys. Just go to AA.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm going over my head.
Like no,
just steal valor. There was no valor available, but I still stole it.
You still have to he's like, oh, I haven't drank. You don't finish what you're talking about. I haven't drank 12 months. Yay! Everybody, you're just like,
it's been a thirsty 12 months, but we made it.
You need a pat on the back.
Yeah.
And you're in AA and you crack a diet Dr. Pepper. You're like, the same thing. It's like a non-alcoholic.
These will keep me going though. And they're like, yeah.
Your diet Dr. Pepper's your non-alcoholic. Heineken or whatever. That's good. But yeah. I don't know. I don't think I have good grip strength. I have these which actually right here.
I did get one of those
these little grip.
Yeah, well, not that one. Not the one for individual fingers. Just like I should grab it, but it was one that counts. It counts the reps too.
Oh, really?
Full. It's kind of annoying though because it clicks. So click, 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 click. So that's what I've been doing. sitting watching TV. My fucking,
I'm sure your wife loves that.
Fuck like, yeah. Oh no, I don't do it when she's in there because I'm like, it's kind of annoying. It annoys me, but I was doing it and I'm like, and I'm like, done it like 5 days in a row, whatever. I'm like, I wonder if my grip strength has improved. I should probably get one of those things that can measure because it was like a digital scale. It was like, yeah, you could watch it like go up and up and up, and I'm like, okay. And the guy's like, well, that's pretty good. I think he didn't want to make my buddy, my coworker, feel bad.
Yeah.
He's like,
you could try. You could try this safe, and it's a pink safe with flowers on it. What about this one? This is the F series for female.
Wait, I'm sure there's some females that'll outgrip you.
There's some, yeah. Hell yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Hell yeah. So, what's new? Thanks for asking.
Yeah, what's up? What's new in your world besides your hat?
It's not really been that.
And bragging
much.
about your grip strength.
Yeah,
I made my friend look like a fucking pussy.
I'd like to work on that, But this guy, by the way, he is very fit. So I'm like, I know I have maybe more grip strength immediately, but he's conditioned. I'm like, he'd be able to, I'd be gassed out if we were, because he does like wrestling, he does like jiu-jitsu and stuff, and I just know that he would,
Well, yeah, you're probably stronger in certain ways or whatever. I've talked about it's like you probably have like is it practical movement strength or whatever. It's like you could move things where it's like a lot of people who are like they go to the gym and stuff like that. If it's not a barbell or something like that, they're like, I don't know I can't lift this. I'm like, a box. It's a piece of furniture. Move it. Well, I don't what? How do I do this? I'm like, lift it. The gravity wants to bring it down. You pick it up.
You fight gravity.
Like that. That's the sitch here, pal.
Yeah, I know that he would be able to just outperform.
Yeah,
I might be able to lift or whatever more, but he'd probably be able to do it for a lot longer.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Anyways, what's new with me?
Yeah.
I did some electrical around the house on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it kind of ties into our thing we talked about yesterday, our Patreon topic, where it's like you get stuff, at least on my side, where you get stuff and then you never do anything with it. You buy something, you never end up. So I bought a bunch of electrical stuff to redo the outlets, to do, and I did a couple rooms. I did a couple, I changed out to where they would look nicer, because they were this nasty, freaking ugly. All the plates were this yellowish color.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Who the fuck did that? And then when they painted this house, I'm like, why didn't they just change these out? And they were old style plugs.
Yeah.
So I changed them out to new style. So I had to redo everything, and I got to a point where I did the hallway, and it's a 3-way switch. So I got to the point, I thought I wired up everything, and then I go to work it, and I couldn't get it to work right. I turn off one of them, it wouldn't do anything. Turn on the other one, and it would turn on, but then it would turn off the light inside this room.
Oh,
and
what
so
the fuck?
I'm like, what? Yeah. So I was like, what the hell? Like, who did that? Like, it should just be. I could have. Yeah. Anyways, it was frustrating. Even when I went back to revisit it, it was like, a year and a half later, or even 2 years later.
Mm-hmm.
Because since I'd left it, I'm like, all right, just don't even worry about it.
This
whatever.
is pissing me off. I'm going to leave now.
Pissed me off. I can't figure it out. I would watch like a video on YouTube, and then I would like, oh, that's how you do it. And then I would never go do it. Mm-hmm. And so I went, I looked at it. I'm like, okay, watch the video. I'm like, okay, and I still had to rewire it like 3 or 4 times because I wasn't sure which wire did what, or if it was a transit wire or if it was the supply wire. Because the way the switches work is they pass wire through it, but then they disconnect it, but still allow power to go through to the next switch. It's I couldn't really describe how it works, but I got to work finally.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, took me a while. And then I have these things on my walls. They're called rheostats, which is like the old school like dimmer switch they would have for like speed, like a fan speed. Yeah. You know, they still call those rheostats, but this thing's like a freaking monster on the wall. So I've been removing those and replacing them with like a plate that's just a blank plate because it's just a hole in the wall. So, you know, eventually we'll patch those. But it's kind of what I did for the house recently. But
I know in your room, that your studio room there, you have lights that are controlled via your phone and stuff like that.
Yeah,
apps. Do you have those throughout your house as well, or no? Just that?
No, just here. But speaking of new phone, I did say new phone. Speaking of a phone, I got a new phone.
Yeah. There you go.
Can't see my little boy there. There, you kind of.
There you go.
It's just so bright. Anyways, I got a, was it the 16 Plus? No, the 16 Pro.
Yeah.
I didn't want the Plus. The Plus is like just bigger. So I got a 16 Pro 256 gig because I'm like, I had that other phone for like 7 years and I didn't fill it up.
Yeah, it was the iPhone X or whatever, right?
Yeah, the XS is what I had.
And then that one, what did you have? Like 100 gigs or what did you have?
No, I had 256 also.
Okay, yeah, so you didn't fill it up, so it's like that should be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the 512, not even close to filling it up. That was dumb.
Dang.
So, yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, because I still had 50 gigs left on this is my old phone, but like I still have 50 gigs left on this one. Look how dirty that shit is. But yeah.
Well, I mean,
this thing.
Do you notice? I mean, you have to notice an upgrade after like 7 years of having the phone. Do you like it, or is it just kind of like,
No, the colors are so much brighter on this thing. It's a lot faster. But you know,
good
what I was
selfie
using
cam.
it for Instagram and Facebook is the same.
Yeah.
So
Craigslist, Instagram, Facebook, yep, all the same. They're still there.
Yeah. So yeah, it is better. The camera is kind of interesting because like you can, you know, this is not an iPhone demo, but like you can zoom in, like on the side.
Yeah.
You know, and then you can take a picture on the side. You know, kind of interesting. That's all I've really been able to. You know, it keeps popping up. Would you want to do a tutorial? I'm like, no.
Fuck off.
It's a phone. It's like I start
yelling at your phone.
Got this on like Sunday or something, or maybe it was Saturday.
Yeah. And
then I just haven't had time to like see what's new on it and stuff. But yeah, the sound on this thing's a lot better too.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't really do it very often, but like, you know, if I put a podcast on, take a shower, listen to, you know, listen to some dude talk to me about something. I'm like, well, I'm scrubbing down.
Oh yeah, no, that's my
Joe Rogan. Tell me more.
That's my everyday. Every time I take a shower, I'm always listening to music or a podcast.
So much louder, so much more. Not just louder, but like better sounding, like fuller spectrum.
Yeah.
So
that's cool. Yeah,
that's cool.
Good for you. I mean, probably you're like, oh, this is cool, but like the price tag, you're like, motherfucker.
Yeah, because I bought it like outright.
Yeah.
So I spent, you know, the $1,200 on it plus like the, you know, for a case, for extra cables, plugs. So it was like $1,300 at the end of it.
Yeah.
But I went to Walmart for all that stuff because they didn't. I went to like a Verizon store and they had like They had like no cases. They had a bunch of like girly, you know, glittery cases and shit. And I'm like,
I'm a man, damn it.
I'm a man, damn it. Yeah, so
I need one that's tactical.
I was looking for something like that, but I couldn't find anything, even at Walmart. I couldn't find one at Walmart, so just went with this, which is I got an OtterBox.
Oh, there you go.
I hate it.
very dad.
Absolutely fucking hate it because like to get to the plug, you have
Yeah.
to, I always leave it half cocked, but this bottom piece,
Yeah.
like I cannot get it open when I need to. When it's like I'm going to bed, going to plug this thing off in the dark, I'm like, God damn it, this motherfucking piece of shit. Got no nails, I can't get in there.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, I remember. I think it was my iPhone 6. I believe I had an OtterBox or something for it.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, you had it like sealed.
yeah,
Yours is like in an iron lung.
that was back, or maybe was that iPhone 6 or maybe I don't remember. It's like where it wasn't. They weren't like water resistant.
No,
like
yeah,
iPhone
the
11,
phones
stuff
weren't
like that.
water resistant,
Yeah.
so you had to have them in a freaking.
So you could
I
dunk
think
that thing.
it wasn't even. Yeah, I think even iPhone 7. I think it was like the 10s.
Yeah.
Were the first ones that were considered waterproof or water resistant.
Yeah. I haven't tested mine and I don't want to. So
when I say 10s, I mean the X.
the X.
Because somehow they skipped 9. You know, if you look back, there was no 9.
Yeah, because they were so excited to get to the X.
Yeah, well, it'll be the next generation, and so we'll call it X. And then someone's like, oh, wait a minute. Nah, no one will notice, which no one has fucking called him out on it. So
Except for you. You're on a...
Except for me, you just go campaign out in front of freaking Cupertino Apple.
You're protesting.
Yeah. Make the 9. Make the 9.
Where's the 9?
Yeah, so I mean that was kind of a big deal.
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah.
It's a lot of money, and it's not. I didn't even get the best phone. You know, I guess I didn't get the Plus. That was the best phone.
The best around.
But it's but this has everything that the Plus has except for
it's like it's fine. You don't need any of that shit.
Okay. It's the best.
So, yeah, I mean, it's definitely I think that's the move. It's like wait like at least 5 years to get a new phone. Don't need to fucking upgrade every year. That's like
that's true. They are pretty much the same phone now every time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I need to see how the camera looks, right? But
yeah, I mean,
and I don't need the new like you were saying. I don't need the new thing every year. Like people trade their phone in and get the new one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
bozo.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, one thing that I do think is kind of cool, would be cool, is to eventually have everything on USB-C. One charging cable for fucking everything.
Get off that lightning cable.
'Cause right now, lightning for my AirPods, lightning for my iPhone 11, my camera my newest one has a USB-C, and then all my other like my mouse and my keyboard are all charged via USB-C.
Okay, well you're almost there then.
Nintendo Switch USB-C, and then I'm like, oh, if this phone and this fucking thing, USB-C would be great. And the thing is,
I think my headphones too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
USB-C,
and then AirPods, they're fine. Whatever. I wouldn't get the Pros again.
Yeah.
Just don't.
You don't like the
noise cancellation? I don't like it.
I like it because I'm in noisier areas sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And flying back and forth. They've been nice.
Oh yeah, plane. No, you're different. You're jet set life. I'm not.
Yeah.
Kyle,
so that oil money I got.
The all.
It's that oil money.
Down
in West Texas.
Well, that's sweet. I don't know. I'm sure you fuck around with the camera. You'll it's probably gonna be like
we'll see.
Yeah, a hell of a lot better than your other one.
I yelled in the microphone.
Yeah, I bet it's be fine. Like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I know a lot of YouTubers use iPhone to do. And you notice when they flip back and forth.
Yeah.
You know, like I know there's a guy I watch. Matt Armstrong, I can tell when he's doing like obviously you see their arm, right? Or you see like it's close to their face, closer than normal.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got like a camera crew, and then sometimes he goes back and forth, just holding a camera or holding a iPhone.
Yeah.
or whatever, and filming, building cars or whatever. But
yeah, and it's like if you have that camera, then it's like what they say is like, oh, the best camera is the one that you have on you. It's like if you just get the footage or whatever. Like it's surprising like how much you like I don't know people for YouTubers and what like that they don't need. They have like even less like expensive cameras than what I use, and they're like hundreds of thousands of. They use like one guy has only a GoPro and his phone. That's it. And he's like, it has like 300,000 subscribers. I'm like, God damn. Like, not even trying to get a new camera at all. He doesn't need it. Fuck it. All right.
Yeah.
Just GoPro for $300 or his phone. I'm like, not either one of those are cheap, but still, like, one of my cameras is $900. And that's the cheap kind.
Yeah, and then I guess this is work related, but I did get a new work phone. I still need to set that shit up, but that's also a 15
upgrade.
So I said also a 15. It's a 15, so it's not like old.
Yeah, so it's new hotness.
Yeah, so I got to get that thing set up. So just sit. I got it like on Sunday. It just showed up at the house. I was like, they said they were gonna signature required. So I was waiting, and then I walked out. It came, or I think we went out and did something, came back, and it was sitting on the porch, just sitting there. I'm like, cool. That got stolen.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, you have a pretty quiet neighborhood, so I don't think anybody's.
Yeah, I don't think it would have happened. But now I gotta set that bitch up.
Yeah, nice.
So, it was kind of a pain in the ass setting this thing up. It's like, oh yeah, you need to have this double verification, blah blah blah. You know, trying to get some of my work apps to work on it.
Oh yeah.
Pain in the butt. Because I use this sometimes, like backup for work.
Yeah, I think Adam just recently got a new phone, and he was like, God damn, it's a bitch. Like signing into everything, they get to verify, and it's cool that it does like security of like, hey, someone's trying to sign in on your device. He's like, it's me, and we're both at work. It's like, it's me, guys. Let me in.
Yeah. Anyways, that's basically what's new. What do you got?
Yeah. So I played a show over the weekend. It was, let's see. So it was on Flag Day, Saturday. So Flag Day, which was also
known as
the No King's Day. Right?
Yeah. So no Burger King was closed.
Yeah. The King of Queens wasn't airing.
No reruns.
No reruns. Sorry.
Smoothie King was closed also.
Yeah.
That was because everyone was just at the rally.
And then the Fuck King. So, and then it was also in LA.
Yeah.
It was in downtown LA. It was 3 blocks away from the Federal Building.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you had told me, we're playing a show in LA. I'm like,
where?
Wait, let me look it up. I'm like,
I looked it up. It's like, oh my God, it's right there. You're like, cool. You're on the corner of Skid Row, and then also you're 3 blocks away from where the protests are going to be.
Yeah,
and it's
not only the Federal Building. You have Men's Central Booking there. Yeah. You have the helicopter, like the police helicopter depot. Yeah, you have like everything in that like in a square mile or whatever is all like police or federal. I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah, and then we had booked it like, was it like 3-4 weeks ago? So not that we're like it just we were like, okay, coming up to it, like we were texting some of the bands. So a band from LA had invited us to come up and do the show. So we're like, okay, cool. And then it's like this is coming up, and a protests and stuff that it's like really you can only kind of see what's on TV. Like I'm in San Diego, we're not anywhere. We're like there was a protest going on, but it's like I'd seen the week prior, and I'm sure people, unless they were under a rock, it's like, oh, you see photos of LA, you're like, okay, what is it like? So from media on both sides is really spinning a story to like sell advertisements. He was like, hey, of course, watch our channel. Like that's really the or whatever.
Yeah, because I have people that live in LA, and they're like, guys, this is really what it looks like, and they're just walking around. Yeah, there's people just walking around doing nothing, just like
no, and then you go like on the news, it's on fire, it's burning.
Yeah,
and then Also,
the horror.
Yeah, well, then you see media, and then also whatever. If you, God help you, if you go on Twitter, that's just also just more skewed craziness on both sides, really.
It's X, by the way.
Yeah,
formerly
X.
Twitter.
Mm-hmm. So
you gotta say that, formerly Twitter.
Yeah, so you're glad you're not on there because it's just like you see it, you're like, what the fuck's going on here? I went on here to look at porn. Can we get that back on my feed, please?
Yeah, they're all busy.
Yeah.
What do they have against Stephen King? Like, gosh,
no King's Day.
No King's Day. No Stephen King Day.
Yeah.
No king size Snicker bar day? What the hell?
They did get rid of king size. It's now shareable.
Oh, shareable. Yeah.
Can you believe that bullshit?
So they did it. They finally did it.
What they took from us? That's what no King's Day is? God damn it. What about LA Kings? Nothing like that?
Those coastal elitists take our fucking king size bars.
Our king size bars. Anyway, so it was like, okay, stuff's going down. And then we're like, okay, now it's Saturday and it's like, it's the, no King's Day. So it's, anti-Trump, anti-ICE, all this stuff. And then it's in LA. And it's like,
well, it's confusing because, were people hanging around for his birthday? Were they celebrating? I think I was confused because like LA looked like everyone was like, yeah. Happy birthday.
Yeah. It was also his birthday or whatever. So people were like, yeah, fuck him.
Happy birthday. That's what I thought they
Someone
were screaming.
pops out of a cake. But so we were like, shit. It's like, more power to you for protesting and whatever. It's not really the concern here. So it's like, I don't really want to be in the shit, to be honest.
Yeah.
My bandmates, I'm close to 40. It's like, we don't really, but cool, power to you. I not really want to be in there, especially driving up to it with our stuff. So it's like, okay, ask the bands earlier in the week, is this still going on, right? It's like, oh yeah, totally. It's going to be a great show. Tons of people. Like, yeah, you don't need to lie. It's a packed house here. It's going to be a good one.
Just don't bring any king-size bars. Just...
Yeah. So the band that had asked us to do it, we were stoked on to be a part of it. It's like, oh, opening up, great. And they're like, oh, I know you're coming from San Diego, so we're going to provide the drum set, just bring a snare and cymbals. Cool. That's light packing, right? It's like, oh, there's a bass rig here, so just, no need to worry about that. Cool. And then it's like, oh, we have a guitar cab. And then Adam's like, okay, well, I'm still bringing my combo anyways. And then, so it's like, hey, cool. All we got to do is bring the combo, some of the merch, and then, guitars and really light packing. Cool. And then we're going to, take, Brian's, he's got an SUV crossover, a small SUV. So cool. The three of us plus all the shit can fit in here. Because we're not taking drums. We're not taking bass amp and all that stuff.
He's got a tall Honda Accord, basically.
Yeah. So, but I mean, he can fit all his drums in there, just no humans, And then, so that's what he's done for shows. And then, no problem. It's, oh, cool. Well, we can all just take that instead of two vehicles or my truck, which is like a boat, And then, so cool. Sounds good. And then, we were like, hey, let's meet up Saturday at noon at, Brian's place. And then we'll go from there. And then we'll load up, the minimal amount of things we need, take Brian's car, and then we'll go. And then, so, guess what? 10:45, the day of, that band who invited us and was going to provide everything to make it easy, it canceled. They said, hey, or dropped out of the show. It's like, hey, we're dropping out of the show. Who knows why?
We'll be a couple blocks away, though.
Yeah. Well, it's like maybe they didn't want to be, get stuck in it. Who knows, or didn't know what was going on. Because again, we didn't know until the day before that we looked up where the venue was. Like, oh, this is right next to where the protest is going to be, and I'll get into more detail about that because it was. But okay, so we're still going down, and Brian's like, cool, I got to bring my whole drum set now. And then there's going to be no bass amp. So I'm like, well, maybe one of the other bands is going to bring a cab. Because I'm like, once Adam got his amp in there, once we got all the stuff in there and ourselves in there, it's like, it's like, hey, we're still just trying to take a car. It's like, to make this work, we fit it in there, like like guitars like jamming in my neck, but we got everything in there. I was in the back. It's like, hey, Gower,
you're sitting there like Stephen Hawking,
yeah,
just like.
I was like, hey,
how you doing back there, Brian?
It's like, yeah, no, they were like Brian, like he was like,
shit, this is more of a Patreon, gag here. Keep going.
But yeah, so he's like, oh, hey, Gower, are you good back there? I'm like, no, but I mean, another hour to go. It would have been better if I had a juice box and an iPad,
Yeah.
Some Peppa Pig on the screen.
How you doing back there? Doing good, Dad.
Yeah, in car seat. Yeah.
in his kid's car seat.
Yeah.
Great, Dad.
Give him a mod, so calm him down. So, but yeah, so we are on our way up. So, hey, we got everything in there. It's like, hey, there's a will, there's a way. So we're jam-packed in here with everything. But we got everything that we need, and then we're going to play the show. And then on the way up there, we're about 45 an hour outside, and another band dropped off. Oh, hey, it's with a difficult decision, but we decided not to play the show either.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I'll put a pin in that. Like, back before we left San Diego, we're like, okay, one band who set this whole fucking thing up dropped out. We can still have a 3-band show, I guess, but we really don't know what we're going into. One, we've never been to this place, and two, never been to it on this Saturday, Protest Central here. And it's like, okay, how? Well, let's call the venue. How, let's see what if they're open or what's going on. If it's crazy down there, what's going on. So Brian calls. He's like, hey, we're playing the show today. We're coming up from San Diego. How's it, there? Are you guys still open? Because I know there's protests and stuff going on. And the guys, whoever answered, could have been a bartender or some bozo. He's like, yeah, no, it's
just
crazy.
A bar patron.
Yeah, oh god, it's crazy down here. But we're at Ground Zero, bro. It's been crazy all week. We're like a sanctuary for people. You got to get down here, bro. The show's on.
Yeah.
And then he hangs up. And then the three of us are like, that doesn't sound fucking cool. That I want to be like, hey, we're in the shit. Come on down.
Dang.
And we're like, oh god, I guess we're doing this. And I was like, because at that point it was still 2 other bands. I'm like, okay, we can still, let's just make this work. And we're like, oh god. I'm like, worst case scenario, we just turn around and go home. And the show's canceled. Whatever. We just wasted a Saturday. And so I'm like, I guess that's not the worst case scenario. But my whole thing is like, I didn't want to get stuck in like a traffic jam or something like that. Again, I don't know how. Again, we saw 3 blocks away, and then so we're like, okay, well, my head was thinking of like, oh, just we're stuck. We can't get to the venue. We can't get out. We're stuck. And then anyways, so but. Another band canceled, like I had said, on the ride up. So we're like, what the fuck? Okay, is this show even going on? We haven't even heard from this supposed third other band that is now going to be with us. It's us and some other band. We have no connection with them. Nobody knows, like, the 2 bands that were on a label that set up this showcase are gone, are not playing.
Yeah.
But there's going to be tons of people there still. Have fun. So, okay. So it's like, we're like, well, we're an hour 45 or so away. Let's just get there. And then, so we're driving up, and then we turned down the wrong, road. It's like, oh, we missed it. Turn down here. And then you were right when you were looking at it. We were adjacent, like, on the corner of Skid Row. So it's like, we were kind of like, I don't want to have to park on the street in front of, I know people are living and doing what they can, but it's like, I really don't want to park in front of your tent town here with all our gear here and to have to leave it unattended or just stay in the car until we play. And we're like, oh man, this is And then we finally turned around and got to the bar, and it was in a gated parking lot, and we got a spot right in front of the bar so we could watch our stuff. Everything was totally fine. There was nobody around. we were close enough to like the protest that we saw just over a building. There was helicopters, just like news helicopters and police helicopters monitoring it. Like I could see that where they are. And like one of Brian's and Adam's like friends from Jersey actually lived in or was staying in LA at the time. They're like, hey, we're watching you guys, but we're actually gonna go check out that protest. They were able to walk there and back in like 10 minutes. Like that's how close it was. Like, damn.
Yeah. Fuck.
And then so we got there. I'm like, that person's verbiage of like, this is a sanctuary. I'm like, no. This is a bar, grill, restaurant that people are coming to take a break from protesting on their Saturday, and then have some drinks and pay $20 for a chicken sandwich, and then they're having cocktails, and then they're getting on their bike and it's like with their sign on their back, we gotta get back out there.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys are just drinking. You guys are just like, yeah, more power to you. Freedom of speech, but you guys are just getting fucked up and then going back out there. They put on their bandana over their face after like they chug their fucking like White Claw, and then they get back out. I'm like, you guys are just getting fucked up. Either way, like, it was fine. So that's kind of what there was like a good amount of people there. So it was nice.
That's pretty funny though. It's
yeah.
Like fuel in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Thanks for staying open, guys, during these tough times.
I mean, there was even like a dude and his chick had like, he was like draped a Mexican flag over him. He goes into the bar, orders a Modelo, and he slams it before he gets his like change, and then he gets all right, going back out there. I'm like, God damn. Even the bartender's like, he drank it faster than I could give him his change. Like, who drinks a beer that fast?
You gotta stay hydrated out there, dude.
Yeah, you do. So, and then we were setting up. So the stage was outside, and it was cool. The weather was nice, actually. And then so we're setting up, and it was just your minimal like 6-channel PA, mixer, and then through like a couple powered 15-inch speakers. Like, yeah, that's fine. We can make this work. And the sound guy, he basically just put the speakers on stands, and then we ran our own sound. He's a cool guy. Shout out to Ben.
Oh, yeah.
But he was like, even he was talking about like, oh, it's been kind of crazy this week. And he was even telling about like, oh, footage that you've seen like on news or in like, social media. It's like, a woman or a protester or whatever, whoever it was who got like trampled by, a police horse. He's like, that was this corner right here. And like, God damn.
That is a dude, I think.
Yeah. Or either way, a protester.
Anyways, I guess it doesn't matter. It was a human being.
A protesto.
Actually, Brian, you're wrong.
Like a person or whatever.
Yeah.
And then another, it's like, oh, that car that was on fire was like 2 like blocks down that way. I'm like, God damn. So it was all kind of,
because people just want more lore to add to the neighborhood. You know what?
Yeah. Well, then he was even saying, it's like, oh, I haven't really left my house. I didn't really want to, kind of come to work. And then like he got there to the show and helped set it up. And then he was just like hanging out, ripping heaters and just drinking beer. I'm like, you're just, again, with everybody else, you're Saturday just drinking. Like, this is work. Your work. Yeah. And I'm like, hey, it's cool. It's like, hey, you got the power to the PA. We will take it from here, pal.
Yeah.
And then so he's like, oh, all we can do is vocals. I'm like, well, you have 6 channels. We can add kick drum. We can put guitar and bass through there. And then he's like, what? He's like, I'm like, yeah, we have 6 channels, 3 vocals.
Does that leave us legal?
Yeah. And then we were, unaware of what the situation was, but we were able to run our in-ears, and it sounded awesome. Like, DI bass, mic'd the guitar, because like Adam always just brings a guitar mic. Easy, just throw it in your bag.
Yeah.
And there's always have it in case you need it, which we did. And one of those 609 Sennheisers, which isn't my favorite guitar mic, but it's meant for a guitar mic. You just like wrap the cable around the handle of your amp, and then it just drapes in front of the speaker. Easy.
Oh yeah.
So you don't even need to pack a stand.
No,
and
tape.
Yeah.
Just some tape.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it was, and it sounded great. I mean, everybody in the, we can tell from our in-ears. I'm like, we can hear everything, which is great. Played really well. Made like one mistake where I'm like, I just like I think I hit a open. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I was. And then Adam was like, yeah, I heard that. And I'm like, yeah, that's when you slide out and slide into it. And I'm like, okay. But everybody in the crowd is like, not fucking hearing shit. They're like, yeah, this is good. And my biggest thing too, it's like we like having things mic'd because you don't have to be so fucking loud. We don't have to have like Adam's guitar amp blaring,
compete back and forth, and
and it's like, oh, and Brian plays softer, because he doesn't need to beat the shit out of his drums to fucking get over everything. Anyways, so yeah, we played well, and then I didn't bring a bass. I brought a bass head. There was no cab provided. There was the other band actually was nice enough to let me use their bass combo. So it was like 80-watt old Fender. Actually, it was one, I think before we were recording, you saw the carpeted Fender M80.
Yeah.
It was the combo version of that, which actually was a guitar amp. And I'm like, he uses it for bass. I'm like, well, he had it like cranked. I'm like, I just need just a little stage volume just for me to feel. And I had it at like 2, and it was like still really loud. 80 watts for those things are pretty loud. So, and then when he played, he cranked it back up. I'm like, I could see the speaker move. Like that little 12-inch speaker, I'm like, you're giving that thing hell. Like to me, I'm like, I didn't
shred.
Yeah. I didn't need to like destroy your amp for you, but I guess he would have been fine with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Sounded good. And then I was thinking it was going to be the worst thing in the world, and it was totally fine. And we played really well. People liked us. And then I was telling you this. So we're a pop punk band. We're not like a political punk, buck the system kind of thing. We're singing pop punk songs, and we have a cover that's always like the one that wows them, is most recently we started busting out Jenny Jenny, old Tommy Two-Tone 8675309. Everybody knows that number, right?
Oh, Jesus
And
Christ.
we do a punk version of that. And then so we play it, and I'm like, okay, let's do a cover for the people here. For the people. And people love it. And so we're playing this outside, and so it's a bunch of people just drunk outside dancing to like a punk version of Tommy Two-Tone. And as people are either coming or going from protest, they're just like walking past, like, what the fuck is this? This isn't a like protest. This is protest adjacent. Well, what is going on here? 8, 6, 7, 5. Everybody's singing along, jumping, and like people are like, just drunk, day drunk.
You should have practiced your Rage Against the Machine. You may have got more people in there.
No, it was fine because people. What I thought was hilarious, there was one guy who was on a bike and he had like a giant Mexican flag as he was like riding past, and he like slowly looked. He's like, what? He looked the most puzzled thing. He was like, what's this? Fuck is going on here? It's like 8, 6, 7, 5, and he's like, yeah. It's like what the hell is this? Just the fact of like, no, you guys have fun over there, but we're having fun over here. We're doing our own thing. So stupid.
I had a coworker who lived right on the by the Del Mar Fairgrounds.
Yeah.
And so I guess that was the most covered song because he's like, God damn it, another night of 8675309. Yeah. He's like, every band that plays, because they do like, the fair, and they have the night of like the bands play every night. Mm. He's like, everyone. Yeah. I don't know why. Because it's an easy song. That's why.
It's an easy song, and it's one that everybody knows. That's why we chose to do it.
Yeah.
Because like, what are we going to cover? Green Day? Oh, we covered NoFX. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Whereas if you cover that, everybody's like, "Oh shit!" So it was good. It was like actually like a fun show. I was glad we played it, and kind of like, okay, even the venue was like, "Oh, you guys gotta have you back." I'm like, "Well, let's come on a Friday, and maybe not so much going on around the area."
Yeah,
because it's once
how about no McDonald's day, we'll be back.
Yeah, so we finished, and like right at like the show was done. And then it was like 7:00. Our iPhones got the boot, like, hey, just a alert, curfew at 8:00. I'm like, oh, okay. Fuck. Well, we want to get out of here. Let's go home now. Let's go.
Yeah.
And so we're packing up like all the gear and stuff like that. It's like we took maybe a little bit more time or whatever when we packed to get there. And as we're packing to leave, it's like, just fucking get in there. Snap the guitar in half. Fucking, we'll figure it out when we get home. Let's go.
Snap it over your knee.
Just perfect. Fine. Bass is in there. Let's go. And then, so we're like, trying to get it. I'm like, this fit before. It's not fitting now. And then as we were going, there were, no joke, like, was that a caravan or what you would call it? Like 9 SUV, like cop SUVs, like with like 4 guys on each side with the crowd control, like the gear on. So like the shields, the helmets and everything. And they're like, and I look up like
stormtroopers coming in.
And I'm like, oh. And then one of them was like a Jeep with a bunch of them in the back, like open. I don't know, is that an open, whatever type of like, there's like, like a bus kind of thing, open bus, like, and they're all in there. I'm like, they're going driving past. I'm like, all right. And then we like see like helicopters, like, oh, there's 5 of them now. And I've never seen a helicopter fly so low that if he wasn't paying attention, he would have ran into buildings. Like he was flying through. I'm like, okay, let's go home now. This was fun. Let's go. And then, like, yeah, it was funny. It's like, and then like Brian's like, oh, I gotta go close on my tab. I'm like, go close it. Just, I'll give you, here's $60. Let's fucking leave your card. Let's go.
Yeah.
But it was fine. It was no trouble getting there, no trouble getting out of there, and it was, ended up being okay. But again, a lot of stuff leading up to it. I'm like, I don't know. We don't know. And then, like you said, when you looked it up, it's like, yeah, you're 3 blocks away. We were 3 blocks away. We were that close to it, but we were out of it. So yeah, that was that was my LA show. That was like my adventure, and yeah, it was kind of pretty much prepared. The only thing that would have been better is if I had my amp with me, my combo. But luckily, the other band let me use it. I didn't even need to use it, not to be like, oh, I don't need this, but it was like, I was happy that they let me, because it's always having a little bit of stage volume is nice, right?
Could you have fit that in there?
Absolutely fucking not. Like, it would have had to, if I chopped my legs off, I could have put it where my legs were, in my seat, but no, it wouldn't have fit. My backpack was in my lap. Like, that's how little space there was. We barely made it. We made it. If there wasn't a drum set, then yes, we could have brought it. And so, but it was cool that we hey, we didn't have to rent a van. We didn't have to rent anything. We made it work. And so just planning ahead, like making sure there's a fucking bass cab there, and I would have been fine. Because I did bring my, I said that, right? I brought my orange bass head that I still haven't got a chance to use at a show yet, but I had it, and it's nice. Little guy. That little bass thing.
Yeah.
500 watts, and it's, little guy. Perfect. Like, it was easy to load in. Just, even the compact.
A little gig bag for it, right?
Yeah. It's a little padded gig bag, got everything in there. And even a 2x12, that little compact cab that I have, it would have just, there's absolutely no way it could have fit. So space was that much of a premium. So,
dang.
But yeah, we made it there. Like I said, that was the only thing I would have changed, is just had a bass amp there. I mean, which I did, but it just I don't know. I didn't know until 10 minutes before we played, because that's when the band showed up. It's like, oh, we put a bass amp on the stage. Okay, cool. I'm like, well, it's actually a guitar amp, but just, I mean, not to be like a bitch, but you said a bass amp, but it's not one. So yeah, that was my adventure. It was actually okay. But everything leading up to it, and then even telling people, you were like, so how is it? Are you guys? I'm like, we're not there yet. It's like, you okay? And it was fine. So I could just see it. Yeah, we just pull up and we're just in the middle of it. Oh, fuck.
Well, I saw people that weren't even a part of it getting their vehicles destroyed and stuff. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Again, that's also stuff too. I'm like, who knows where that was or what the context of that was, and it's just to me, I'm like, yeah, I see that too. I'm like, I don't really need to know the story behind this, because I don't really want to be a part of this.
Yeah.
I'd like to not, but we did it anyways, and it was at least a story to tell. That's what it's like. If anything, this will be a story to tell. I'm like, yeah, I guess. Well, so, but yeah, no, it worked out fine. And I don't know if it was, it's just the whole thing of like, I get it, but just like not wanting to be the band that drops out of a show. Like, and we weren't, and it was fine. So, and then this last week we released our music video for Ebbs and Flows. So that's on our YouTube channel. I'd say check that out. It's pretty cool. We did that all ourselves. Brian edited it, and I think it looks pretty cool. We did our own music video years ago, but that was before when I just had a camera and I barely know how to use it. And then now I have 3 cameras and I still don't know how to. But I have better lenses. I know what I'm doing. And then, so we got more shots, and then just the idea that you have more angles and stuff like that, it looks like there was a crew there, which there wasn't. It was just us.
Nice.
And, you using your tricks of like, okay, cool, now we replay the song, and then I'll do a handheld shots. So it's like moving, tracking kind of deal. And then we use that in the song too. And then, okay, now Brian and I will play, and Adam, we'll hold the camera and just get shots of it. And then the camera is super easy because I'm like, it autofocuses on faces. It autofocuses in the center. So I'm like, just get it there and then just move in closer or whatever. And Adam's like, perfect. It's easy. So I think it came out pretty well. And then, especially because it didn't cost us anything. I guess if you say cost of cameras and all that stuff like that, but it didn't cost us any more. We really didn't have like an extra 500 at least to like, hey, somebody do our music video that we may get 100 something views on.
Yeah.
But yeah, we put it out, and people are actually like, it's kind of nice on social media. It's like people are like, oh, you're still a band. I'm like, we fucking have been here. But so you put a music video out or a new song, it's like, oh, cool, you guys are active. And then so we've gotten show offers because of like we've been active. I'm like, we've been okay, whatever. Social media for you. So yeah, band's been busy, been good. But yeah, I think I don't know. We're at an hour. We had like a couple topics that we wanted to get to. But we can always kick that off to next week.
Yeah. Don't waste a good thing on these guys. Go on.
Yeah. I told my harrowing LA adventure, which was
good job.
Not an adventure, but I thought it was I was glad it was as tame as it was. I'm like, I'll take it. I like that. That's fine by me. I'll take a Guinness non-alcoholic, please. Which is still fucking $8. What the fuck?
What?
Yeah, non-alcoholic beers cost just as much as beers, by the way. And all you do is get the carbs and no fucking buzz. You know what I mean? It's all right. They're fine. I'd much rather just do a soda. We're gonna.
I did it. Wore the hat the whole time.
Yeah, you're probably heating up.
Well, the thing is, like this keeps slipping.
Oh, because you're doing on the side.
Yeah, because I can't go. Hold on.
What if you put it on and then put the hat over? No, that's not gonna work. I was gonna say put the headphones. Oh, you can't even.
Oh. What'd you say?
Well, you put the headphones on and then put the hat over it. That's not gonna work.
No, this is tied. Like this is tied to my head.
Yeah, you could wear earbuds or your monitors.
Don't call me Bud.
There you go. Perfect. That looks like I was wrong. You're right, Kyle. I'm dumb. You like this, Brian? Is this what you wanted to see?
How stupid do you think you are now?
How stupid do you look right now, Brian? You fucking fool. Okay, let's bring it in for Lanny. What do you say?
Let's do it.
Tex, is that all right? And then Tex, I don't remember where he was from.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just want to say thank you for tuning into the Tone Jerks podcast. We appreciate you for it. And if you like what you hear, you can follow along with the show on social media. We are out here, baby. You're like a bobblehead. And we're out here. We're on Instagram at the Tone Jerks, and we have a Facebook group that is linked in the description, as well as the Instagram and our YouTube channel. Posting the video pods over there. Got some ideas for maybe some video vlogs or something. Some ideas cooking over there. I got some ideas. Gonna yeah, watch Kyle's hat on YouTube, and then if you like the show, you really like the show, you can help support us on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. But if you double down for $2 a month, you get an extra episode every week. And we sometimes miss episodes here on the main, but we don't miss them over there on Patreon.
Because we need a break every once in a while. This is tough shit.
Yeah,
it's really tough.
Yeah, Kyle needs to find a straw hat. It's gonna probably take him a week, so give him a break, folks.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while.
Yeah, and then so they're over there on Patreon. We did post on the main feed here. Hopefully you saw it, you listened, you liked it. A little bonus Patreon episode, so you can get a feel and get a taste of what we got over there on Patreon. That was a fun episode. So it's a little different vibe. Although today we
did the dare method. Like they tell you, oh, someone's gonna try and sell you drugs, but they'll give it to you free.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Then they get you hooked.
Yeah, we got you hooked on the page.
Yeah.
So
get hooks in you.
Yeah, as little as $1 a month, but $2 a month to get you the extra episode, and then it's a good deal over there on Patreon. Because we said it, I'm gonna say it again. Patreon gives us the option to sell the episodes like by themselves, and the minimum that we can sell them for is $3 per episode. So we're doing $2 for the whole kit and caboodle, baby. And so you get the whole thing all the way from episode 1 to now. So we have over 370, 306. But we have more. Yeah, we have a lot of episodes over there on Patreon. So they're bonus episodes. They're different. They're almost 370 over there. The whole new thing. And then you just put that in your RSS feed. You can put it on Spotify. Is super easy actually. So the new features over there on Patreon. So I'm rambling here. Bring it in, Kyle. Come on, reel me in. I'm a fish.
I reel you. I feel you.
I'm fucking around with my hat.
I deal you. Well, I'm trying to set it down without knocking over my sweet tea. My Arnie Palmer.
Arnie Palm. All right.
I'm ready.
Now I'm all right. So, thanks for tuning in. For the support, we want to give you all a huge shout out, sizable acknowledgement. Kyle, you got a list over there?
I got it right here.
So you can get your name read here on the thank yous by signing up at patreon.com/thetonejerks. Linked in the description. Kyle, you got a list over there?
I got it right here.
All right. Why don't you I think I already asked you that. Why don't you give it to me?
You got to call me baby first.
Baby. Thanks. You have dimples all of a sudden. You can see Andrew Walsh from
Andrew Walsh from Andrew's Alcove and Red 4, his synth project on Spotify. I think he's everywhere. Abe Newman, Michael Newman, Nicholas Payson, Nicholas Ogburn, Doug King, Joe from the Like Mind Network, Masters of the Cinematic Universe, and also the Just Surprise Me podcast. I have RJ Smith from Teletalks, televised, he's working 60 Cycle Hum, working the shorts.
Working
hard.
Yeah.
I got Jamie Davis, Johnny Ray. We got Steve Ralph from 60 Cycle Hum, Kevin Equits from Equits Guitars, Co Schneider from the band Night Tides, Alvaro Viramontes, Brian Nutter of Nutter Guitars, Mel Chibson of Chibson Guitars, Sean Arbo from Gun Street Wiring Shop, Sean Fahey from the band Shadowhounds, Sean Wright from Lollygagger Effects, Juan Ortiz from Tone Hungry Effects, Mike Oxbig, Denny Whacked It, Zach Hale, Scott Hamilton from the Effects Loop podcast. Sorry, I don't have anything funny to say this time. I'm just not a funny fuck.
You're a funny
Matthew
fuck.
Fensloff from Your Dreams, I guess.
Yeah.
Not mine. Your Dreams.
My dream.
Whoever's listening. From Matthew Fensloff's dreams. He's just dreaming about himself.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was going with that. See, I'm not funny, folks.
When you take your hat off, you lose your powers. Like
I'm not funny, folks. I'm sorry.
Hair.
Sorry about that, folks. Matthew Davis, Chase Stevens, and Pete from over there.
All right.
That is the list.
We made it. You made it. We will see you next time. We love you. Boy.
Bye.